So for the past like day or two, I've been seeing some little fracas between King Yella and Charleston White. I thought it was like satire or something, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I knew they had a problem a couple of weeks ago. I seen something. I didn't see all the details, but I seen that. Then I saw something about Charleston White apologized to him, so it was like done. I thought, you know what I'm saying? Then like a day or two ago, I started seeing all this Charleston White. Then I seen earlier today actual a video of Charleston White on a goddamn phone talking to the goddamn to the Nevada police or the PO. So I'm like, I'm still thinking it's satire because it just looks funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, come to find out, the Joker really called King Yella's PO. Like Charleston White, come on, man. Like that's. I've been back and forth with Charleston White when he said what he said about DMX that turned me all the way off. You know what I'm saying? Then I kind of started getting back into the Joker a little bit. He's funny. You watch him, you know, he's entertaining. The Joker's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny the fact that he's entertaining. Sometimes he be saying some shit that be funny. You know what I'm saying? Making me goddamn ready to die laughing sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But the stuff like this, man, you can't be. What are you doing, man? Like, you're supposed to be an example for the children. You know what I mean? Like, you see King Yella out here on some positive stuff. He be on YouTube with his family and his kids talking some positivity. The first one you hear from Chicago talking about some other type of stuff. Like, you really gonna try to get this dude locked up, man? Joker, that's like really. I can't get with that, man. Like, Charleston White, the character, he's like a funny character, man. But it's like when you do stuff like that, you go to the realms of like not being acceptable, man. Like, what are you doing that for? Like, you already are popping. You know what I'm saying? You a money making, generating goddamn machine on your own by yourself. You on your own, go out, talk about anything you want on YouTube, anybody's platform, your own platform. You're guaranteed to get views. You're guaranteed to get monetization, get money. What are you doing goofy stuff like that for? Like, that's just beyond the like. When I seen the video, I really thought this Joker was joking. Like on the phone, talking to the Nevada police, whoever he was talking to. I just seen a King Yella video. He said his PO really called him because this Joker really called the goddamn people on him. I mean, it's funny. Sometimes you talk about the whole stitching thing. Sometimes it's even funny because it seems like satire, just the way you go about it, your voice and the way you talk. But to really do that, especially for a dude like that, over some internet stuff that it seemed like you started at that, talking about his kid is ugly, that's just below the belt, man. Like, that's not even that's not even fair. You know what I'm saying? That's not even part of that's like Pinocchio. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know Pinocchio. We call it the rainbow headed dude. I don't say his name. I call him Pinocchio. Kimberly Frazier, how you doing? That's like Pinocchio. You know what I'm saying? You can't, believe it or not, you're doing more harm to children than you think you are by acting like you this person that you'll take the road. Oh, I'll go tell because I'm a citizen and I ain't with all this. But at the same time, if you flashing guns and talking all this hot stuff like Pinocchio does, you are really setting up kids for failure who will follow that and do that. People who ain't got money to be, you know what I'm saying, crevicing around through cracks, hiding in cracks and here and there. And like people out on the street, you know what I'm saying? Kimberly Frazier said, I agree. How's your channel doing, Kimberly Frazier? Hope you're coming back. And definitely go subscribe to Kimberly Frazier if you haven't. But it's like you setting up kids who really live in places where they don't got the money to just run from problems like you do. You know what I'm saying? Charleston White, Pinocchio, I'm talking about. You don't flat, but this is the other thing about King Yella, which he got to realize, is that we're in a new day. You know what I'm saying? We're in a new day, man. And that's one thing I had to realize myself about just the internet and the world and stuff like that. A lot of the stuff you just got to try to take it as it's just all jokes. Because the thing is this, man, it's like, especially on probation. I just got off probation, 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? That probation shit. You been under the weather, Kimberly Frazier? Yeah, it's spooky. A lot of people be sick out here. I don't know if it's this pollen is weird as hell too. Be having me sneezing and all types of shit. But the thing you gotta, like, a person like King Yella gotta understand is that it don't matter what somebody says or does on the internet. anything you say or do back is going to be there for somebody to jam you up if they want to jam you up, especially on probation, man. Like this whole time I was just on probation, certain stuff I made sure I didn't say. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of things, but there was a few things that I made sure I didn't never say certain words or say certain things. Just because when you're on probation, you don't need to commit a crime to be violated and be thrown in jail. All you got to do is seem too aggressive in a certain type of way. Like, I mean, there was one or two videos, a couple of videos where I might have got kind of aggressive with jokers like Whack 100. I might have talked a little extra type of stuff with a little extra energy, but I try to be careful because all you got to do is be seen as being like a threat for a PO to come and violate you. You don't got to even do a crime. You know what I'm saying? You just got to seem like you would do a crime, or like somebody saying, "Oh, I feel threatened by this person." So now they'll go to your house and take you in for something like that. You know what I mean? So you got to really be careful with people. Like this internet, it don't matter what's like. You just got to know what to say and what not to say. There's a real thin line between trolling, talking junk, and actually committing a crime on it. But man, you really went out and called his PO to try to violate him because of, I don't really know how it started. I ain't gonna sit there and pretend that I know it started, but it seemed like Charleston White started the whole problem with it. He called his kid ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, call somebody's kid ugly. I mean, what would you expect besides, you know what I'm saying, somebody to be retaliating and coming at you on some other type of next level? Like, I just don't like, that's weasel stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's just like little weasel stuff, like Pinocchio. That's why it's just, even with Pinocchio, I had this Joker, my main part of his, it wasn't the fact that he told, it's the fact that everybody he told on was black. He's not black. You know what I'm saying? It was more of a racial thing to me. It wasn't just about telling. That alone is bad enough, but it was more like, even when he got out, if he would have been on some, I'm a changed person now, I am this kid, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really this beast. I learned my lesson. It wasn't for me. I'm talking about Pinocchio now. I still wouldn't have respected him, but it wouldn't be so much to where like how I feel now about him. But he come out of jail after getting the whole Treyway and them locked up. Come out, he was running. This is the reason too why the thing with Pinocchio that really bothered me. He was going to Chicago, going to places intentionally trying to stir up young black youth to do something to get locked up. Because meanwhile, he's running around with the police the whole time, and knowing that he's going to tell anyway if something happens. So he intentionally was out here trying to get young black youth locked up, and what's the word? Not intimidating people, antagonizing people, doing stuff that he knew he damn sure wouldn't do if there was no police around. You know what I'm saying? That's dangerous. That's like a person that's way beyond, you know what I mean? I can't see, you said King something. I can't see the whole name, but he said facts. Shout out to you. And that's the thing, the main thing about Pinocchio that bothered me so much. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like an agent out here trying to get young black youth locked up. That's where it crosses the line between being trolling or just being a snitch or just being whatever you are on your own to like now you're part of an agenda. It's a bigger picture here now. And then he comes out and is doing the same stuff and worse, going around saying the same stuff to people, S my D, all this shit going. When you're not built like that, you know what I'm saying? You're not even close to being built like that. You're not even a fragment of being able to be thought about of being built like that. It's like Charleston White. You're funny. We like you when you're funny. But you're small as hell, you know what I'm saying? We know that if it comes down to it, you are defenseless. You got one eye, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to pick on his disability, but Joker, you got one goddamn eye. If it really went down and no guns around, somebody would beat the hell out of you, you know what I'm saying? And you're small with one eye, so that should humble you, you know what I'm saying? That should put you into a mind state where like, yeah, I got to tread lightly because, or even not, if you go on the internet, just don't go to the point where you feel like you're gonna actually pick up the phone and call. This Joker is riding up a one-way street. Goddamn, out of the window a little bit before him, out of crashing to him and got paid. God damn it. So now I wouldn't have did that, but yeah, man, this dude is just too much. You can't just pick up call somebody's PO because you really try to get this dude locked up with no remorse. That's just too much. That's all I really gotta say about it, man. But that really bothered me because I thought it was all satire for the past two. I thought it was like jokes. I didn't realize he really did go and call this dude's PO, and he said his PO called him talking about this shit. So he really did go call his PO. That's slimy, man. I could see if he was out here, not even can see, but if he was out here on some negative stuff, then he's just in the streets. But this dude is out here with his family and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Making a different way, trying to be positive, trying to stop other Chicago rappers and stuff from being positive. You know what I'm saying? Making me positive. So that's just too much for me, man. I can't deal with that. But that's about it, man. All this goddamn parking every day. Everybody taking my goddamn parking. I need a goddamn garage already. That's about it. Shout out to everybody that came through. You know what I'm saying? Do what y'all got to do. Stay away these jokers, because they will try to call the hell up.